what was it in the atmosphere that absorbed different types of light? And so what we've got is a very, very intense light source, and it's giving out a combination of two things. One is that it's giving out loads of visible light. But the other thing is it's also producing what was then called radiant heat. In other words, you can feel the warmth coming from that lamp.
This light represents two things: the sun and the warmth that's radiated back into the atmosphere from the Earth's surface.
So what Tyndall showed was the fact that there was actually heat radiation, if you will, which could actually be focused down. And I'm going to show you that with a little piece of gun cotton. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it actually into the beam here. We're going to see.
What am I looking for?
Well, something might actually happen as the whole thing gets hot. Let's just see if I can get in the right spot.
It's incredibly bright right now. Ooh, okay. That was obvious.
So clearly this stuff has gotten hot enough to actually ignite. Now, yeah, it does smell a little bit. So what Tyndall did then was to actually systematically go through the various components of the atmosphere. And of course, those included, nitrogen and oxygen and water vapor and so on. And then he actually put carbon dioxide in between.
In here you've got carbon dioxide.
I've taken a little bit of carbon dioxide in the form of dry ice. I've left it inside so that it evaporates. So that tank is completely full. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a little bit of the same cotton here, and I'm going to place it.
Are we expecting something
at
similar?
The focus? Well, let's see. Let's see what happens. So I've got it at the focus. You can see the way it's brightened up.
Still bright, yeah.
It's still bright.
Okay, this is less exciting, Andrea.
Well, exactly. The incredible thing is that you can leave this here for a very long time and it just doesn't catch fire. The reason is because, in fact, this tank of CO2 is acting as a kind of filter along the way.
So this is absorbing the heat that would normally have passed straight through.
It's absorbing that energy. And so the result is that is going to get just a little bit warmer, but it prevents anything happening at the far end.
What's happening on this desktop demonstrates the warming effect of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. Function and all that's all good, but if you have more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, the inevitable consequence is that the Earth's temperature will get higher and higher, slowly.
Exactly. And way back in 1855, John Tyndall suggested that if we continued to burn coal, which was, of course, the fuel of the Industrial Revolution, that the world would become warmer as a result.
He suggested essentially what we know of now as global warming.
The extraordinary thing is that we've known about this stuff for something like 170 years.